Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Saturday the 13th of February 2021. Today was match day. We played at Reading and I can't believe it, we won. And it was an amazing second half performance. There was one ropey incident in the first half that led to conceding a goal, although we were actually the better team in the first half. And we rode our luck at times in terms of Reading's chances on goal and them hitting the bar or being blocked and just getting a deflection going just wide, that kind of thing. But we won and it was amazing. So let's start reading this. This is londonnewsonline.co.uk. This is South London Press's online website, and it says Reading 1, Millwall 2. Super subs do the business as Lions extend unbeaten league run to 6 matches. And it's by Alex Grace. It says Millwall extended our unbeaten run in the Championship to 6 games, the second successive comeback victory. The Lions trailed at the break, but goals from substitutes Matt Smith and Mason Bennett gave Gary Rowett's men all 3 points. Millwall started brightly and forced Raphael into an early save. Sean Williams testing the keeper from outside the box in less than 2 minutes. The strong start continued as they rattled the crossbar in 7 minutes. Jake Cooper heading Malone's corner onto the upright. It wasn't Jake Cooper, it was George Evans actually. They got that wrong. Pretty sure it was George Evans. Yeah. Reading took the lead against the run of play. Williams was too slow and Alpha Samudo nipped in and hit his shot first time from around 40 yards out, and it beat Bart Biakowski. So an error from Williams. Biakowski kind of threw it out to him, and then Bodvarsson was kind of in his way, but it was Williams on his own who got the bad touch. He pulled and miscontrolled it. It went forward towards the Reading player. As Williams went to get it back, the Reading player just wellied it because Bart wasn't in his goal, because he was just outside of his goal, because he had just gone forward to throw it out to Williams. So that's what happened there. And Cooper again went close from another dangerous cross from Malone, but Cooper's header was wide of the far post. Biakowski made a superb stop on 41 minutes to deny Lucas João from making it 2-0, getting down low to parry the former Sheffield Wednesday man's shot. Millwall got a deserved equaliser on 77 minutes. Malone passed to Tom Bradshaw and his shot hit a Reading defender and fell to fellow sub Smith, who put the ball into the net. The home side almost retook the lead straight away. Elise's ball found Ajaria, and his effort deflected off a Millwall defender and hit the post. Millwall took the lead with 5 minutes left as Malone's cross was headed in by Bennett. The Lions moved to win 8 points of the playoff places after recording back-to-back victories. It was. We were very lucky today. That second goal, the cross from Malone, actually got deflected up in the air, kind of ballooned it up towards Mason Bennett, and he just put a beautiful little header. Not a bullet header, just like a little dink over and floated header to float it over the keeper into the goal, and that was it. 2-1. Pretty decent. We played really well, and we were very lucky. The ref was quite favourable to us. He let the game be played. He didn't whistle every 5 minutes for a stupid free kick. And there were times he could have done that, like players getting down and stuff, but it didn't happen. So let's see what the managers had to say about that. So this is Gary Rowett. He's not happy. Gary Rowett was not happy. What was he not happy about? Well, let's have a read. This is also from londonnewsonline.co.uk. It says Millwall boss left unhappy at disrespectful. There's a T in there somewhere. Disrespectful facilities provided by Reading. Gary Rowett criticised Reading for the facilities that his Millwall side were forced to use during their 2-1 victory at the Matchday Stadium. The Lions moved up to 13th in the Championship standings after their 6th away league win of the season, with substitutes Matt Smith and Mason Bennett on target. We certainly weren't open to hold our team meeting in a concourse that was about -8 degrees, said Lions manager Rowett. We just felt it was a tad disrespectful when you've got a stadium that I'm sure has plenty more room It gave us more motivation. It was something we spoke about and we used it to our advantage. Reading are a fantastic team. They have as good a front four as in any division. They've certainly got the quality in the likes of Zhao to open the game up at will. You've got to be on your guard defensively. Part of our game plan was to utilise the fact that Reading had played on Wednesday night against Brentford and they had expended a lot of energy. We were unfortunate to lose the game late on. They were unfortunate to lose the game late on. We just felt as though there was an opportunity to start well. We did in the first 15 or 20 minutes when we hit the bar, pinned Reading back, but just couldn't find the extra moments of quality. The Lions fell behind in a bizarre fashion against the run of play. Alpha Semedo seized on 2 Millwall errors to score from 40 yards. We conceded a goal against the run of play. That is disappointing. To be 1-0 down in such a stupid fashion, we huffed and puffed to half-time, didn't play with any quality. Looked as though mentally the goal would set us back, but we couldn't quite get our game going. Then at half-time I had to bring the 2 wide players on and change from 5-3-2 to 4-2-3-1, and it did the trick. So Gary Rowett, they're not happy at Millwall having to use the concrete concourse as not a changing room, but team meeting. And I would imagine in a place like Reading that they have like an executive box or a conference room or something that could have been used for that. But for some reason they tried to be silly buggers and made us use the concourse. I don't know if that's a thing they've been doing all season and it hasn't really been a problem because it wasn't so cold. But now it is so cold, maybe it is a problem. So maybe the league want to get in there and sort that out because that's a bit of a disgrace. Anyway, let's see what the Reading manager had to say. Royals boss Veljo Panovic gives his reflections on another late loss at the Matchday. It's a big blow, a great opportunity missed, but now we have to fix it. Let's see what this geezer has to say. Plenty of good football on show and opportunities created, but at the end of another busy week, the Royals were again made to pay for missed chances by a dogged Mill side who struck late this afternoon. It's a big blow for us, a great opportunity missed, Pauno began. The first half was pretty good for us. Mill are a tough team to play against and they went with their usual style. We were ready for the physical challenge. I think we matched them very well in the first half. Alpha does things that surprise you in training every day, but I think this was a very intuitive finish from him to make it 1-0. And we had opportunities to increase the score in our favour, but when you miss those opportunities, sometimes in football you pay for it. In the second half they made some changes and altered their formation, and we weren't at our best in the second half. The Royals boss was very clear that now the task to put this result right in the games that are coming thick and fast, starting with a trip down to the M4 on Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, he's just going on about the next couple of games, so that, yeah, I'm only interested in what he's got to say about Millwall. But if it seems they set up one way of playing or style of playing and then they can't change it. Like when we brought on Mason and Jed and switched formation, and then if you're a manager, you've got to counter that and change your formation to match it. But it seems he's unable to do that. Oh well. Good for Millwall because we ended up winning 2-1. So where does that leave us in the league now? And there's two wins in a row. First time we've had 2 wins in a row since October, so things are looking up. Have we turned the corner? Are we on our way up the league? Well, there was a gap, and that gap has now been closed. So, as you can see, there's only 2 points separating Cardiff in 7th place, who have been revitalised under former Millwall manager Mick McCarthy, replacing another former Millwall manager, Neil Harris. So, Cardiff in 7th on 40 points with +7 goal difference. And there's 2 points separating 6 teams from Cardiff in 7th to Millwall in 13th. 2 points separating all those teams. So we've pushed up into that mid-block of teams. We've got away from the bottom, but if you look, we're 10 points above the relegation zone. We're 10 points above Sheffield Wednesday in 22nd position, but also we're 10 points below Reading in 5th. So we're bang in the middle there. But Bournemouth currently are in 6th position, the last playoff place. 46. They've got 46 points, and they're 6 points ahead of the team in 7th. So there's quite a gap there. So it's gonna be Bournemouth or Reading need to fall away. I don't think Watford are going anywhere. Pretty decent team, even though they struggle away from home. At home, you can see. Look at Watford. Watford's away form. They've only scored 7 goals away from home, and only conceded 9. So they play for the 0-0 draws at home. Away from home, it would seem. But at home, they've got the most wins in the league with 11, two draws and 2 losses. 30 goals scored, the best attacking force at home in the league. Watford. So I don't think they're going to be slipping down. So we've got to hope for Reading and Bournemouth to trip up, and that's possible because Reading, as you can see, that they don't change their setup. They've set themselves up, and then when the situation changes, they struggle to adapt. They just keep on going with what they're doing. I hope that they score the goals that take the result away from the other team, which they got. We got lucky today as their chances didn't go into the net. They hit the post, deflected away, blocked and saved by the keeper. So we were lucky that we were only winning 1-0 down at half time, and we managed to turn it around. But here we go. We've now got to play Birmingham on Wednesday, and we got to play Wickham, and then Luton, and then Barnsley. So we're playing, our next 4 games are against teams below us in the table. So we should be racking up the points out of those games. We've got a few injuries now. Zahor come off injured today. We've got Ryan Leonard injured, Murray Wallace injured, Keefton Bell's injured. They're saying Jed Wallace is injured, but then Gary Rowett said, he was resting him. So, and he came on today. He didn't look injured when he came on. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they're trying to get him to sign a new contract and then pulling tricks again. I don't know. But he doesn't seem injured. So yeah, over the next 4 games, if the results go as they should, and we perform as we did against Sheffield Wednesday and Reading, we should be getting 4 wins out of 4, and we should be up there. We should be banging on the Bournemouth door. And then we'll see how it goes. We'll be in a final stretch. Should be getting fans back in end of March, hopefully. Maybe that will help us. Maybe it won't. Anyway, so that was today's news in Millwall. That's the match day against Reading, where we went and won 2-1. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.